In question 11, we're told that a pencil is constructed by placing a cone on top of a cylinder. It tells you that the cone at the tip of the pencil is 3 cm long. So that's 3 cm from the tip until the point where it meets the cylinder, which is here. Okay, it also tells you the diameter is 2.8 cm. That means when you half it, has a radius of 1.4 centimetres. Now here we're looking to find the volume. So the formula for the volume of the cone we can find at the tip of the pencil is 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay, so you use your radius of 1.4, you know your height, and you'll substitute it in the formula. Then we'll be looking for the volume of our cylinder, and the formula for that is pi r squared h. Again, we've already worked out the radius, but be careful with which height you use. Okay, there's a wee trick in this question, so be careful with what height you use. Once you calculate both volumes, you add your answers to get the total volume of the pencil. Okay, so you work out the volume of the cylinder, the volume of the cone, and add them together to get the total volume of the pencil. In question 12, we're told that in 2006 I bought my house for £130,000. Since then it has appreciated by 2% each year for 6 years and depreciated by 5.1% each year for the remaining 2 years. And it's asking how much the house is worth now, with your answer being rounded to 3 significant figures. Okay, so if it's appreciated by 2%, that means it's increased by 2%. So it's 102% of the starting value at the end of each year for 6 years. And if it's depreciated, that means it's 5.1% less at the end of each year than what it was at the start. So that means it will be 94.9% of the starting value for 2 years. Now to tackle this question, you want to turn both numbers into a decimal. Okay, so you want to turn 102% into a decimal, and because it's appreciated at the same rate for 6 years, you can put that to the power of 6, and you'll times that by your starting value, which is 130,000. Now you can do this question in one line, because you can multiply it by your decimal for 94.9%, and that'll be to the power of how many years it is depreciated at 5.1% for. Okay, so you'll turn both these percentages into a decimal, put it to the power of how many years it's either appreciated or depreciated for, times it by 130,000 and get your answer. Now remember, round your answer to 3 significant figures. Okay, don't give away that last mark, round your answer to 3 significant figures. In question 13, we're asked to solve the equation x squared minus 2x minus 7 equals 0 and round our answer to 2 significant figures. Okay, so this expression doesn't factorise, so we need to think of a different method as to how to solve this. Okay, all quadratics are written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So that means that we can pick off our values of a, b and c. So a is equal to 1 because that's the coefficient of x squared, b is equal to minus 2 because that's the coefficient of x, and c is equal to minus 7 because that's the term on its own at the end. Okay, now once you identify what the values a, b and c are from your quadratic, you can use the quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. And now that you've worked out your values of a, B and C, you can substitute them into this formula and work out your two values for x. Okay, so when you get down to your two answers, make sure you show your unrounded answer and round your answer to two significant figures. Okay, so don't forget to round your answer to two significant figures. We've worked out A, B and C, so substitute it into your formula, work your way through and get your two answers for x. Again, for the final mark, you want to round both your answers to two significant figures.